Limiting beliefs are the self-imposed cages that we place on our minds about ourselves and what we're capable of achieving and capable of becoming. There's a famous quote by a personal development author called Roy T. Bennett, which says, "Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind, be led by the dreams in your heart." Everyone's heard the flea in the jar story. Scientists placed a number of fleas inside of a jar and screwed the lid on. For the first day, they jumped and hit the lid of the jar. After about a week, they unscrewed the lid, and what they found was really interesting. The fleas stopped trying to jump out of the jar because what they believed was previously possible had been limited by the lid on the jar. Once it was removed, they no longer attempted to jump out of the jar. The question then becomes, why do we need to eliminate limiting beliefs? Because it unlocks certainty, creativity, it enhances decision-making and fosters resilience, which we touched on in the last video. So like the flea, we as people are not going to be able to achieve anything that we don't believe is possible. The other benefit of eliminating limiting beliefs is that it actually kills self-sabotage. When you believe and truly see yourself being destined for more, when you reach a new height, you won't sabotage yourself to reach your old level of comfortability. So I'm sure you guys are asking, what do I need to do to become someone who can kill and destroy my limiting beliefs and unlock a new level of certainty in myself? So there's 6 really easy steps to achieve that. So the first step to destroying the limiting beliefs that will hold you back is you actually need to firstly identify what your limiting beliefs are. A lot of these will come from our lived experience, our childhood, our upbringing. If you grew up in a home without a lot of money, you'll have an internal belief that you maybe don't deserve to have a large amount of money or a large amount of success. So just go through the parts of your life and find out where your negative traits and where your limiting beliefs come from. If you're someone that can't stick to the gym, maybe you don't believe that you can sustain that lifestyle long enough, and that as soon as you reach a certain level of fitness or leanness or strength or whatever it might be, that you're not going to be able to upkeep that. So you'll sabotage yourself before you get there. So really identify the parts of your life where you have limiting self-beliefs. The second step to destroying limiting beliefs is to challenge them with evidence, even if it's small. If you're trying to get back into the gym, remember the time that you did commit to the gym for at least a week and how that felt. Know that if you can do 7 days, you can do 70 days. If you can do 70 days, you can do 700 days. You've got to challenge those limiting self-beliefs with evidence from a time that you overcame whatever that belief might be. The third step is you need to be self-aware and catch yourself in the moments when you're imposing those limiting self-beliefs on yourself. That self-talk where you tell yourself, I'll never achieve this. I'll never make it here. I'll never do this. You need to catch yourself in those moments and stop yourself immediately, and then jump in with affirmations. Again, self-affirming I am statements. I am someone who will be fit and healthy. I am someone who will be wealthy and successful. I am someone who will be a great parent. The fourth step in destroying limiting beliefs is visualizing yourself either being it or achieving it. We've touched on it in earlier videos, but visualization is a really, really powerful way. If you can already experience in your mind in rich detail, your belief in being able to achieve it is 5 to 6 times higher. The fifth step in destroying limiting beliefs is to set a plan and take small incremental actions towards destroying that limiting belief and reinforcing a new one. If you have limiting beliefs around money, let's say you might want to be someone who has $1 million in your lifetime. If you've never had more than $10,000 in your bank account, start there. Set a simple and easy goal of achieving $10,000 in savings. Once you arrive there, that now needs to become your new normal. You need to have at least a couple of weeks or a couple of months where you don't dip below $10,000 in savings so that you can enforce the identity that I am someone who always has a $10,000 safety net. From there, you can set your sights on $50,000, $100,000, et cetera. But it's about starting with the small steps and destroying the limiting beliefs along the way. The sixth step in destroying limiting beliefs is surrounding yourself with people who have a big, hairy, scary vision. People who have very low levels of limiting beliefs who can influence you and enforce the right type of thinking on you. If you hang around other people who don't think they're going to achieve anything, who can't be healthy, who can't be fit, who can't make the right choices, who'll always be stuck in a dead-end job, who'll always be stuck in a dead-end town, you'll be influenced by and colored by their beliefs as well. So surround yourself with other winners. But overall, and just to recap, to become someone who is truly successful, you need to destroy the limiting beliefs and the limitations that you've placed on yourself in your mind to prevent self-sabotage and see yourself as achieving that goal.